Okay, so now we actually have my data in Power Query. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm just going to rename this column up here, and I'm just going to call it fruit. Right. And just to kind of bear in mind that as you do each step in Power Query, it appears over here on the query settings. Now, if for some reason you don't have the query settings, if you come over here to View, and then all you need to do is just make sure this is kind of pressed in, the thing here for query settings. Turn it off, turn it on again. So just it's much easier to do if you have it. Okay. The second thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go to this option up here which says Transform. Okay. And what I do then is I've got the first column here selected, and then I come over here to this one which says Unpivot Columns, and I then have three options. And I usually go to the one that says Unpivot Other Columns. Now I don't always remember which one it is, but if you try the one that says Unpivot Other Columns, and let's see what happens. All right. Now you can see here straight away my data has now become normalized. So I basically have a single record for each. So I've got the apples, I've got the date, and I've got the value for that one on it. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to rename attribute to date, and then I'm going to rename value to amount. Okay. And then what I'm going to do is I'm just going to do like a last check before I go. So I come up here to date, and I just go up here to home, and one thing you need to do is just check your data type here. All right, because see there it says text, whereas I actually want it to be date, so just change it to date. And one thing that kind of told me it was text were two things. First of all, it was aligned to the left over here, which text usually is, and also the little thing up here, ABC. So I need to get this to be date, otherwise it won't operate properly. I'm doing if I want to repivot it again, click here, and then I also go to amount, and then what I can do then, let's say I can go up here to whole number, and I might just change this to decimal. Okay. Sometimes there's a currency on it and sometimes there's not, but I'm just going to leave it, let's say, in currency. There we go. Right. Now at this point, I'm now ready to bring it back out of this utility room back into Excel. So for that one, I need to go to Home, and I go to Close and Load, and then I'm going to go to Close and Load 2.